cap, out of the draft, watching me bow. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them out, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win,
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, set to kick off. It's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December, as in many other, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 catches, 116 yards, and a trip to the end zone.
And he's trying to prove the adage is not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a cap around this season.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Caught left side by Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Wentz now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Montez Sweat in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. This one complete to Devin Funchess. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On first down, Tagovailoa being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's good.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And getting this just shy of midfield, spotted at the 49. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
At their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
And 4 at the 31-yard.
Here's Wentz to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect.
He's got a man complete. Funchess is free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devin Funchess. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Into the first quarter with the score Dolphins 14, Patriots 7.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Tua. Flushed out right. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field, and they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down goes backwards. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good return there, 17 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Open man Hamler, that's complete. 14 yards through the air, caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
This is Breida. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. This will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Wentz. He's going to sling this deep down. It got his man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On first down, Wentz. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Wentz to throw again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Jerome Baker right there in coverage. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Working from the gun. Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. Matt
Breed in the offense heading back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent, the blocking's been terrific, and obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's Carson Wentz now and the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wildcard spots with 2 weeks to go. But you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down.
They'll run with Michelle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long one.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Breida. Only a couple there, as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack #1, and, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 11 yards there, first down.
Patriots.
Play action. Now Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Now Wentz again. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a Patriot first down.
On play action, Wentz gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
N'Keal Harry.
A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Patriots.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a score closer.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
35.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Set to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over first and 10.
The Dolphins at the for their next drive. Still operating with a lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. Buying time to his left. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 and now on first down. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Patriots' 38-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And just a yard to go here on second down.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
The 31-yard line.
Throwing is Wentz. Catch is made by Harry.
Wentz's pass.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
New England.
Wentz now on first down. Caught left side by Funchess. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A 6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
Patriot first down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz to Michel on the screen. Not much there, only a yard.
Complete to Sony Michel. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Carson Wentz
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he knocks it through. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Jason Strobridge in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%. 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tua to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here at a game that looks to have been decided already.
Is good. Makes the score Dolphins 48.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Patriots ready to try again on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, Not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, New England.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Wentz on 3rd down.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So the Patriots coming out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Montez Sweat. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spin up. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, hey, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Been the same, just a change. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Hey, could count on my pocket. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went from just a little hiccup. They been ballin' this with a mask. What spoke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Well, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you better be running? I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck ass, y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey,
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Yeah. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pulse to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Can't help